Toxic Lyrikali has burst from the streets of Nairobi to become one of Kenya's most streamed and talked about rappers today. Despite being independent and unsigned to any major international label, he has made remarkable strides in the East African music scene through digital platforms and viral hits. Moneybag net worth. Estimates of his net worth vary significantly depending on the method used, but one data analytics estimate places the value of his YouTube channel, a core source of income, at around US $141,983 as of January 30th, 2026, based largely on ad revenue, views, and subscriber growth. This figure doesn't include other revenue streams like streaming payouts from Spotify/Apple Music, live shows, brand deals, or merch, which could add meaningfully to his total income. Smaller internet sources sometimes suggest much lower totals, around US $9,000, but these are likely underestimates because they don't capture the breadth of his online revenue sources. Early life, parents, siblings, education background, birth and hometown. Toxic Lyrikali, whose real name is widely reported as Timothy Omondi, was born around 2005 and grew up in Kayole, one of the bustling, culturally rich, and socioeconomically challenging estates of Nairobi's Eastlands. Kayole's reputation for street hustle, community resilience, and urban energy has deeply shaped his worldview and artistic voice. Family and upbringing. Details about his parents and siblings are not publicly documented, as he has chosen to keep his family life largely out of the public spotlight. What's clear from his music and interviews is that his early environment was a source of both struggle and inspiration, pushing him to dream beyond his circumstances, while grounding his lyrics in authentic lived experience. Education. Toxic attended high school in Kayole. Those specific schools he was enrolled in have not been shared publicly. During his teenage years, he was known as a talented football player with dreams of playing professionally, before pivoting fully to music around 2022. His blunt personality in school earned him the nickname Toxic, which later became a core part of his stage identity. Personal life, wives, kids, religion, other works, relationships, and family. As of January 2026, there is no confirmed public information that Toxic Lyrikali is married or has children. He maintains a low profile about intimate personal relationships and focuses public attention on his music and creative work. Religion. Toxic has not publicly shared details about his religious beliefs or practices. Kenyan artists often keep religious identity private unless it's part of their brand, and in his case, this area of his life remains personal and out of the spotlight. Other work and interests. Beyond music, Toxic is deeply invested in community creative empowerment. He founded a collective known as Mboka Doba, Sheng for Money for Music, which serves as a grassroots creative hub for dancers, videographers, producers, and local artists in Kayole. Through Mboka Doba, he supports fellow creatives and cultivates talent, a move that underscores a commitment to uplift others from his community. Professional career, beginnings, and early output. Toxic's musical journey began in earnest when he launched his YouTube channel on January 6, 2022. His earliest songs, including Long Story in 2022, were raw, narratively driven, and rooted in his personal experiences from Kayole. Themes of hustle, survival, and aspiration that quickly struck a chord with listeners who saw themselves as words. Style and identity. His music blends Swahili, Sheng, and English, creating a sound that feels deeply local yet universally relatable. He avoids glossy mainstream aesthetics in favor of authentic storytelling, painting vivid street imagery, social commentary, and personal reflection with a uniquely Eastlands cadence. Breakthrough success 2024 to 2025. 2024 proved pivotal when several of his songs gained viral traction on platforms such as TikTok and YouTube. Tracks like Thugnificent Cartman, Sick, and especially Chinj connected with young audiences across Kenya. Chinj became a breakthrough anthem, amassing millions of views and solidifying his place in the mainstream conversation. In June 2025, Backbencher emerged as another defining song, its schoolyard narrative resonating deeply with students and young listeners, helping it climb to the top of Apple Music charts in Kenya and becoming a de facto youth anthem. Recognition and awards. Toxic's rise earned formal recognition within the Kenyan music industry. He was featured in Apple Music's Up Next, East Africa, a prestigious global artist spotlight program that boosts visibility and playlist placement for rising stars at IN 2025. He won multiple honors, including Best Male Artist and Song of the Year at the Unkut Hip Hop Awards, acknowledgments that cement his influence and popularity in Kenyan hip-hop. By late 2025, he was noted as the fourth most watched Kenyan artist on YouTube and one of the top discovered artists on Spotify Kenya, with tracks like Chinge and Backbencher among the most streamed of the year. Collaborations and live performances. He has collaborated with artists such as Diana Cods and Bridget Blue, expanding his sound into dancehall and club-oriented vibes and songs like Get Busy. His dynamic live performances at festivals like Blankets and Wine and university shows reflect his magnetic stage presence and deep connection with fans. House tour and car collection. Unlike some major international artists, Toxic has not showcased or publicly detailed his personal house or car collection. There are no verified reports of luxury homes or exotic cars tied to him as of January 2026. He remains focused on music and collective creative work, and any claims about specific properties or vehicles should be treated as speculation until confirmed by reliable sources. College career. Toxic's path into music largely bypassed formal tertiary education. After high school, he committed fully to his music career rather than pursuing college or university studies. This choice reflects his belief in practical experience and hustle, a journey that has already yielded international streams, major award wins, and a rapidly growing cultural footprint. Cause of death. At the time of writing, January 30th, 2026, Toxic Lyrikali is alive and actively building his career. There are no credible reports of his death, and references to any cause of death would be false rumors or misinformation. Conclusion: a voice of the streets rising to global attention. From Kayole's crowded lanes and community ciphers to topping Kenyan charts and earning regional recognition, Toxic Lyrikali's story is one of authentic expression, relentless grind, and cultural resonance. He represents a new wave of African music makers who use digital platforms, storytelling grounded in lived experience, and powerful youth connection to build careers without traditional industry backing. As he continues releasing music, performing live, and expanding Boca Doba's reach, the next chapters of his journey promise not just personal success, but influence that reshapes Kenyan hip-hop itself.